bias threat assessment as a dishonest, narcissistic defense mechanism. It's kind of a lot of clinical jargon there, but let me break it down and provide an example of what I mean exactly. Now, I'm somebody who recognizes the importance of communication, and therefore, in my relationships, I employ a larger vocabulary. I'm a linguist. Anyways, though, I'll notice sometimes that because I'm speaking in a more nuanced capacity, people will occasionally reflexively stigmatize that behavior from me because it acts as a prompt for them to unconsciously reflect on their own perceived inadequacy with regards to articulating themselves and communicating in a similarly nuanced capacity. And I'm not telling these people that they're incompetent or anything of that nature. I'm just having a discussion, talking about my feelings about something or perspective or trying to provide some insight on a perceived pattern. I'll notice that when they do respond with perhaps a certain passive aggression, or I hear through the grapevine that they're speaking negatively, bitterly, for no reason other than the fact that I happen to focus on communicating to the best of my ability because things are important to me and people are important. And the events and understanding between is critical. Despite this, people will rationalize that I'm being manipulative, that I have some sinister agenda to dominate them covertly. And I'm this ominous looming threat to the community, to the social group. And at the same time, those same people somehow don't mind that their entire social group is full of lying drug addicts or narcissists or abusers or even rapists. Yes, that is something that I have encountered. People being more offended by me prioritizing nuanced communication than people associating with actual rapists. And it's happened actually 6 times. And back to my initial statement about the narcissistic defense mechanism, the reason that disparity exists and that lack of self-awareness exists is because when somebody prioritizes a certain standard that makes somebody else feel insecure, oftentimes they will irresponsibly look for ways to justify retaliating against that catalyst for their insecurity, rather than recognize that catalyst as a prompt, a motivation to learn and develop. And that's why you'll sometimes have people in your life neurotically fixate on what is essentially a non-issue that they're fabricating and attaching all of this danger to, almost like they're campaigning like a political point, because somebody or something makes them uncomfortable and challenges them. And that's why that same person who you see behaving that way, focused on this triviality or non-issue, will at the same time be engrossed in a lifestyle and a routine that has numerous, very apparent problems that they're simply unwilling to see because they cannot face the magnitude of their failure, of their inadequacies, and sink into this life that is a kind of stagnant water.